Hello.
Hello.
So, Dish, what's going on, kid?
Not a whole lot. I'm glad to be here, though.
Me too. I'm glad you're here. It's the Dish and Mikey show.
Yep.
Because one guy is doing a family thing with his wife and his kid, and that's fine. So we just talked. That's why I'm late, folks. And so sorry that I'm late. But Cake Gunpowder Beauty, you have a link. And I wasn't sure if you had power, though. So, anyways. The other Steve, I have no idea. I haven't seen him in a month.
No, me either.
I think Susie brought him to the old age home and she just doesn't want to tell us. Or they're up north and she shot his ass and buried him up on the land somewhere. So either way, she's a happy camper, you know what I'm saying? No. So I don't know if Stevie and Susie are up north. He did text me last night and say, Mikey, go ahead and have a chat. Unfortunately, I didn't receive that text until I woke up at like 10:30 off the fucking front porch chair because I fell asleep outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a beautiful night last night. And I was up for some reason. Okay, Dish, does this happen to you at all? Okay. So all week long, you do your thing. And then finally the weekend hits and you say to yourself, I'm fucking sleeping late on Saturday. I don't have to drive camera girl nowhere. I don't have to take my son anywhere. Right? The wife's going to work. I don't have to I'm fucking sleeping at least till fucking 9 o'clock.
Right.
Fuck everybody. What time do you think I got up?
7.
5:45.
Oh my goodness.
How dare you go live when Ryan Hall is live? Is he live? Oh, he's doing the tornado thing. That's right. I got that thing.
Hey, Gear.
What's up, Gear? Gear, you have a link too. Or you're still watching Ryan? He's a cool guy though, ain't he? I feel bad for all you guys going through these fucking tornadoes. Jesus Christ, I hope you all come out on the other end good. I know that Gunpowder Beauty, and I'm not gonna call him what she calls him, but Gunpowder Beauty and Todd Dot. I did, and I have proof that I sent you a link too. If you go to your Facebook messages, I will show you on my phone because I don't know how to do the thing that Shalisa does with the fucking screen share bullshit. But I can do this though.
He said he got it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Good, because I would feel totally fucking bad if you didn't.
He said he might come up in a bit if we're still on.
That's fine. I got you, bro. I just want to, but with those windows blowing so hard. No, that's just me blowing in her ear. Of course, if I blew in her ear, she'd be like this. Mikey, what's the slobber? Why do I have slobber running down my fucking neck?
I've missed you guys.
You know?
Yeah, it's been too long.
I know. I hear you, sweetie. I hear you. Jay Waters in 69. How the fuck are you, kid? Good to see you. It is. It's been too long.
Yep.
It is. You know? I was going to go do a private one, but then I said, no. I says, I don't give a fuck if nobody shows up. And it's just me, Dish, and whoever, and Jay Watt, and just Gear, whoever showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Because, how was the cemetery last week, Dish?
I didn't go, I'm sorry.
You had to go to a funeral? I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. But, no, so I needed to be on here with whoever could be on here.
Right.
So,
Cool.
and right now it's Dish, and in a little bit it'll be Gear. And I'm hoping and praying that Gunpowder Beauty and Todd Dot and the family is safe and continue to stay safe, because Missouri's still having the tornadoes too.
Right.
So, hey, Gia, what state is he watching the tornadoes? Is it Missouri too also, or is it all of them? Like, you know how he puts those guys, the storm watches out there. Okay, got signal again. Wind and storms are killing my signal. I know, that's what I figured, honey. Listen, don't worry about it. I did send you a link. Just listen. Just you and Todd be safe with the kids, and I'll be a happy camper when you call me in the morning or you text me in the morning and say, Mike, you were good. All right, that's all. Or Facebook, whatever the case may be. He was focusing on Oklahoma, Missouri, where Gunpowder and Todd are in the family. So Oklahoma, Missouri earlier. Now it's more Kentucky, Indiana, Virginia, and the Carolinas. And that is my fuck that Todd guy. His ass is in Kentucky sleeping like a loser. Oh.
Don't hold back, Gunpowder.
Fuck the Todd guy.
I know.
Listen, honey, I don't know if I want to do that. Dish might want to strap one on and do it. I don't know if I want to. That's your man, sweetheart. And you hear the 3 letters I said? Man. I'm a man too. We only got the good thunderstorm with pellet sized hill. Well, you got to stay safe, Gear. So I hope you guys down there in Missouri all stay safe and get out of that storm good. So yeah, so Virginia's getting in. That's the weather I'm getting tomorrow. So it's gonna rain like fuck. I don't get tornadoes here. Well, we do, but not like you guys all yet. It's just gonna rain here and be windy here tomorrow, which sucks because I was gonna go fishing.
Yeah.
But however, I might do a review on a rain suit I got. I bought a. They're not Frog Togs. They're another one. But they are waterproof. Not
cool.
water resistant to waterproof. So at least I'll be able to check those. I'll be able to test those out tomorrow.
Right.
I had the vehicle ready to go, radio on, weather radio on, and Ryan Hall, y'all on. Of course, my phone, the cameras. Right on, Gear. I love Ryan Hall. Did you listen to him before I mentioned him on the chat? I think he's awesome. I don't know what it is about him. I just like him.
Yeah, I saw him on YouTube one time. He looked pretty cool.
T-shirt weather. I had to bathe the toilet, so I'm still here. Well, you have fun with that.
Wet T-shirt weather.
Oh, I have a wet T-shirt on right now. You'll probably win, but so I was teasing my wife earlier because we sort of kind of got in an argument, and I'm like, I didn't want to argue.
Yeah.
And so I licked the tip of my finger and went, I think you're down a quart. And I stuck my finger in her ear.
Oh no.
She was at the kitchen sink, where she belongs. And anyways, we have this new faucet. Well, not new, but we have this faucet that you can take the It's remember the old days you had to spray it next to the part of the pump, but it's
Yeah.
right. Remember those old ones? Well, now it's part of the thing. You take it off,
Yep.
right? So she takes it off, and I says, "Babe, listen to me closely. If you spray me with that water, I am going to squirt palm olive all over your head, and then I'm going to soak you." Well, she didn't believe me.
Uh-oh.
So she put her hand over the top of the palm olive, and I says, "Babe, it's not going to work." And I fucking went. And we have the balls that you keep to refill it?
Mm-hmm.
They're like this big. And
Yeah.
that's the one I had. And I'm like this. And the palm, it's oozing out of her hand. It's going all over her. And I go, now you need to get wet. And she said, don't. I'm like, I'm going to get you back. As I told you what I was going to do. So she's downstairs doing laundry. When she belongs. She's in the laundry room when I come down. I'm like, oh, babe, are we good now? She's like, yeah, I'm just going to throw this in here. It's going to be 8 million suds, but what the hell? Da, da, da. I said, well, here, let's take some of that off. And I just douse her with water. So, yeah, there's been a lot of wet t-shirt contests tonight. I won at my house. I don't know if I went with Tish, but... If you talk to the right people around here, like my soon-to-be 18-year-old, imagine that. Cameron's girl's going to be 18.
I know. I can't believe that. It's crazy.
She calls me Daddy Avocado. I'm in her phone as Dad Avocado. And I said, baby, why do you call me Avocado? The avocado's around. She went, Dad. And I went, wow. She goes, and you always wear, because, my green wool thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I like OD green, so I'm either in camo or I'm in, whatever, solid OD green tee, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're always wearing." I just because I don't know. I like that color, honey. She said, "Well, you always got your camo hat on." Guess says March 2017. I was watching Kelly Williamson and Randall Yarnell Weather Channel storm chases live on YouTube. The footage ended. I knew something bad happened, and they was hauling ass. Did they make it out alive? Because that's just no joke.
Right.
When they did the hurricane that hit, 2 years ago now, down in Sanibel Island,
Mm-hmm.
Destroyed half the fucking state of Florida.
Right, yeah.
But it really wiped out Sanibel because it took the bridge out, did everything, right? But because it sat, 50 miles offshore and just spun and spun and spun.
Mm-hmm.
We get winter storms like that up here sometimes, and they just sit and they do this, and we get fucking drilled.
Yeah.
That year that we got the 135 inches of snow, that's all that happened. They just sat.
Yeah.
We got 30 inches of snow in one storm because the fucking thing just did this. Anyways, I know they passed. Talking another storm chases life with them. T-bone running a stop sign. Jesus Christ. That was terrible. They died. Taking another storm chaser's life with them. T-boning, running at a stop sign.
Oh, no.
That is not a safe job. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Right.
And so when all that shit was happening down there at Sanibel Island and all that so southern, Gulf side of Florida that took the brunt of that fucking storm. There was these. I don't think I was watching. Was I watching Ryan Hawley all back then? I think I might have been. Yes, I was. And Ryan's telling whoever this other one of his chasers is, right? Listen, it's okay. You can get out of there now. Go to safe ground. Go do. Nobody was on the street. Like people were already gone there. Nobody's in their home. Nothing. This guy took Gear probably saw it. This guy took cover in his vehicle under somebody's carport
Oh, wow.
attached to the house that later on wasn't attached to the house.
Mhm.
The water had come up and just, you know, but his person, his storm chaser was okay, and but that's dangerous stuff to do,
Yeah.
and even in the winter,
Mhm.
they had one. I think he had one in Rhode Island, not Massachusetts. Because I actually don't want to go and say hi to these people. I've seen a few. Yeah, I have. No, I have not of his people.
Mhm.
But you can tell because they look weird. That some of the vehicles they look weird because they have all the fucking spinny things on their fucking car. What do you call those
Yep.
fucking
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
satellite dishes on their car and shit?
Yeah.
And all this stuff. And they're souped up vehicles too. That one that fucking Ryan Hall y'all had says it's like $1 million worth of shit in that fucking thing. But anyways, this was another storm chaser.
Mhm.
It was a YouTube storm chaser, and I seen him, and so I was on my way home from work, and he was pulled over, so I pulled over, and I waved, and he says, "What's up? Everything all right?" I says, "Yeah." I says, "You're the first storm chaser I've ever seen, like live, not on like YouTube."
Yeah.
Um, I said, "So," I said, "You're the first one." He said, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah." So we were shooting the shit, and he used to work for a major news station, but he didn't want to do it anymore. It was too,
Yeah.
it was too, what do you call it?
Jay
Political,
was funny.
Yeah. It was too political, he said. He says it was terrible.
Yeah.
He says, now I have fun. I said, fun? But like he said, the vehicle he had was, he said there's so many things on this vehicle. He said they have this thing where they have these stanchions that come down.
Yeah.
And for the snow, like if he's in a blizzard, they're at a point, and he goes, they come down hydraulically, and because this thing almost looked like a Hummer,
Okay. Yeah.
almost. And he said they come down like in a point, and he said he can sink them this far into the ground, right?
Mhm.
So he says I can survive in 105-mile-an-hour winds
Wow.
without this thing moving. He says it won't move.
Oh, cool.
And I says, okay, but what is that in tornado speak? He says, not going to find out. But he says, I only had to use it once.
Okay.
Down, I don't know, I want to say Delaware. I want to say somewhere down that ways. They were having a major blizzard or something. And the winds were really, 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 really bad. All right, Jay, what? I'll try not to. And he said, "Go." He puts the thing in the snow, and he said that one bothered him.
Mhm.
And not for nothing, you have family. It must be like your spouse must be like, people are evacuating. This son of a bitch is fucking giving you a fucking news report.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. I think it's kind of dangerous, but it's kind of cool that they have the balls enough to stay there, stay behind, and do it all for us. No. So look at you guys see this new chair I got?
Nice.
How's that, huh? You know what that is?
Would be better for your back.
You know what that is?
What's that?
It's my son's gaming chair.
Yeah.
Whoopsies. I'm like, baby, he doesn't need that. If I do this,
Yeah.
forget it. Forget it.
Forget about it.
Yeah, if I do this, forget it. I mean, I rock like 6 more times.
Gone.
I'll be listening to Dish going, Mikey. But no, so I like the chair. It helps
Cool.
better with the bad,
Oh yeah.
you know. But yeah. Which is a bummer tomorrow because I wasn't gonna go fishing.
Yeah.
Even if it did rain like a bastard, I was just gonna put that rain gear on. I was gonna go fishing. But if it's gonna be windy,
Forget it. Yeah.
I never catch fish in the wind ever. I mean, ice fishing I have, but not
Right. Yeah.
during. I don't even know why that is. I still say they feel all that shit. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I've caught more fish in light rain
Yeah.
than I ever have.
I've done good in rain. Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not talking, if I went fishing 45 times in the rain, I caught one fish each time. I'm talking about consistently catching fish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it wasn't torrential downpour. It was just
Right.
you know what I mean? And so,
Yeah.
and for some, I don't know what it is. I get attacked by mosquitoes and I catch a lot of fish. Well.
Hey, Phil.
Hey.
Phil Ballacino. Hey, guys.
What is his name? What is his name? What was Rocky Balboa's brother-in-law's name? Paulie. We got Paulie to the right. He's got the wife beater on. Remember Paulie? Remember Paulie and Rocky?
Yeah.
Hi,
But I
there.
had coffee.
Hi
and-
there.
Well, we have one Steve out of the two that aren't here. So hello to Shalisa and Sticky Steve.
Doing all right.
Good to see you. Mikey could be the next Bill Dance.
Right.
Right?
Hey, SKS.
SKS, how the hell you been, kid? Great to see you. Philly, always a pleasure, kid.
Do you guys remember I telling you about I was going to buy a wet tile saw?
Yes.
Yeah. I bought one, and I've been going crazy. Here's one piece. This is a piece of crystal. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see.
Let me see if I can do this thing by myself without somebody saying, Mikey, do it this way.
I'll throw some light on it if you need to. Flashlight, backlight.
Yeah, it shines right through. You can strike a fire with it.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Found a buttload of crystal. And so I'm thinking about branching out to like,
That don't work.
What
no.
Okay, hold on, guys. Just give me a second here. Well, this ain't gonna work.
That's the best you're gonna get.
Never mind.
I get your point, though. It looks good.
But yeah, I get them. I started on crystal, and I worked my way out.
Yep. Big dog. Another kind. What's going on, kid?
Hey, big dog.
That's what he's cutting. He's cutting them into slices. He's got a bunch of squares.
Holy
Cool.
shit. Holy shit, Batman.
I'm gonna sand one down real sharp, see if I can strike a ferro rod with it.
Cool, cool.
You gonna do it in the house?
No.
Okay.
Oh, neat.
That looks like fucking coral.
I bet nobody can guess. You should make everybody guess in the chat what that is.
Okay.
Look, to me, it looks like coral and or lava. That's all I
Pull
would
it back
say.
a little farther. Now roll it around.
Phil wants to know if that's easy to cut.
Yes, it is.
Is it porous?
Yes.
Are there any metals in it?
Trace, there's like teeny tiny bits. There's like 3 pieces here on this.
Oh wow.
Petrified
Surface.
cow pie, geode, lava, beehive.
I say it's lava.
Okay, what it is, it's
Oh,
glass slag from a marble factory.
What is it?
Glass slag from a marble factory.
Like
Really?
surge from a plastic injection machine.
Yeah.
I got it out of my buddy's cousin's driveway in Kentucky.
That's
Come on.
awesome.
You pronounce
Held on
Tucky
to
wrong.
it for probably 3 or 4 years until the time was right. And so now it's just going to be a paperweight, I think.
Yeah,
That's
that's cool that you were able to finally
You
cut it open.
you pronounce Kentucky wrong. That's Tucky.
Okay.
Hey,
Well, that's cool, Steve. Thank you.
thank you.
Excited.
No, that's really cool.
I could go on all night, but I won't.
So
Chat.
so Phil wanted to know is the crystal easy to cut?
Crystal is easy to cut, but you have to get a feel for it. You can't force it, of course, because then your rock will chip.
Oh, so it's kind of like being with a woman.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, you tooth will chip if you do it too hard,
It's into it.
right? Right, because she'll chip a tooth. Oh, let me tell you this. All right, so remember I told you my mother's moving down to well, she's up here in New Hampshire or summer home, but she's down there. She bought a place in Melbourne Beach, right? She says to me, "Why don't you take my bed?" So she texted my wife. I go get the bed. I put the bed together for the wife. The wife says, "Oh, I wasn't going to put it together because I was going to rearrange the room." Well, fuck you. If I didn't put the bed together, you would have been pissy that I didn't do it. Knock it off. Are you ready? I am 5'10". Okay. I don't have the tallest legs in the world. The top, and I took the inch pad, the pad that's like an inch thick, off of the fucking thing. It's a, what do you call those fucking mattresses? It's like a sponge almost. Anyways, my bed is now taller than any Victorian bed you can think of. It's above my waist, high.
Gotta climb in.
Off the fucking floor. I have to stand on the fucking, what do you call it, board to get to my bed.
No wonder people die falling out of their beds.
You're supposed to slide out.
I says to the wife, I goes, I must have did something wrong. Memory foam, yeah. But you know what, Philly? At first I thought it was my back. At first I thought that the thing was killing my back, but it wasn't. Because one night I slept downstairs over here. I fell asleep on the couch watching TV. Down a little den I got over here next to me. And but I woke up the next morning. I went upstairs eventually, went to bed. And but I woke up, my fucking back was in a knot, and I couldn't. Oh, it was like the size of half the size of my fucking fist. And I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. So today I said to the wife, "Hey, babe." Oh, you excuse me. Yesterday I said, "Hey, babe." I go, "You having a problem with this bed?" She goes, "Oh no, I love it." I'm like, "Fuck." And she's like, "What's the matter?" I said, "Oh, the back's been killing." Yeah, Mikey, you got the purple mattress topper? No. It's not a Tempur-Pedic. It's a Bob-O-Matic, but I don't know. Philly, what do you call them? Anyways, the fucking mattress weighs more than my fucking car, for Christ's sake. It's fucking heavy as fuck.
My mom's got one of those. She keeps trying to pawn off on us.
But no, it's not on my pillow. But it's like, it's just too high for me. Of course, Dish knows. She was making the bed for me earlier today, kid. I was telling my wife tonight how I'll get on TikTok and you'll see these. They're not videos. They're just like still shots of women. And there's like a little fucking caption. And it'll say like, I'm 55. Do I look that bad? Because I'm divorced and I haven't had a date in 4 years. No guy will date me. Nah. And I go, and I do it all the time. Every time I pass one by, I fucking do it. And I'll go, I'll tell you where I'm from as long as I ask my wife first. And usually people just laugh their ass off. Or like they'll say, well, can you tell me can you tell me what state you're in? And I'll say, well, I tell you what state you're in, but I think my wife would get really pissed off if I do that. Or I'll say something like, hey, listen, if you're just looking for a sugar daddy, just come out and say, I'm looking for a sugar daddy, because none of them are regular women. They're all like these fucking pinup fucking, not pinups, but because you know how you can play with those filters and everything, right? I mean, holy shit, I could look like a fucking Richard Gere if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Or Richard Gere could look like me because I'm better looking than Richard Gere.
Right.
I think anyways.
Hey, Vanessa.
Vanessa, how are you? No shit, right, Philly? I jump out of bed. It's all over, kid. I already told the wife, I fall out of bed. That's another broken neck all over again.
Right.
Broken arm. Holy fuck, this thing is high. It's just like, this bed's better than the one we had. I said, babe, it's a queen. Be quiet, knock it out. It's a queen mattress right there. So I try to explain to her that the bed posts itself are huge.
Oh, yeah.
But
Can you put your chewing gum on top of it? Top of the bedpost?
no, notches, kid, notches.
Notches.
Notches. But it's gonna happen. I'm gonna fall out, and I'm just gonna say, hey, give me a fucking ambulance. Should I tell you I almost went out in an ambulance?
No.
Oh, Shalisa was with me. So the week before 2 weeks before I quit smoking, I woke up in the recliner, and it felt like someone was standing on my chest, and it's got me like, I was like this far from crying. It hurt so bad, and so welcome, my friend.
Hey, here.
So finally, after, I don't know, I forget how long, but finally after a little while, the pain went away long enough for me to go lay down in bed.
Mm-hmm.
So I lay down in bed, fell asleep for about 45 minutes to an hour, but it wasn't like I was, you know what I mean? It was like a light sleep, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only to wake up to it feeling like 10 times worse.
Oh, no.
So I woke the wife up and I'm like, something's wrong. So she's like, you got to tell me what's going on. I says, it feels like somebody's standing on my chest. I says, it's not heartburn, babe. I've had heartburn 9 million times. This is not heartburn. So it was, long story short, this goes on for a little bit. She says, I'll just take you. So it subsides enough that I'm not in a lot of pain. So do I do. I go outside, and if she goes to the bathroom, I go on the front porch to have a cigarette. So that got the wheels spinning for me to quit smoking.
Okay.
So a week later, The week later, I wasn't feeling well at all. I just wasn't, and so I looked at my cart and I only had, I don't know, 2, 3, whatever, however many packs, 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes left. And so when I finished, well, I'm done. And that just happened to be Saturday before Mother's Day. And Saturday, like 2:30, 2 o'clock, Saturday afternoon before Mother's Day, I haven't had a cigarette. The problem was I quit Pepsi at the same day, at the same time.
Okay.
So that was kind of stupid because the headache I had for 2 days wasn't very nice.
No, I bet not.
I drank a lot of Pepsi. I didn't realize how much Pepsi I drank. I probably drank, 120 ounces of fucking Pepsi a day, which is obviously not good for you.
Right.
But so now I drink water with the sugar-free lemonade in it.
Oh, okay.
So, holy crap, no Pepsi. No, Philly, I haven't had Pepsi. I haven't had a Pepsi. I had a Coke the other night. But like my kid brother was explaining to me, he's like, how much you weigh? I says, 210. He says, you need to drink 105 ounces of water a day. He's not listening. He says, you drink coffee? I said, yes. He goes, how much? I said, I don't know, 12, 16 ounces. He says, let's call it 16. I said, okay. He says, now, instead of 105 ounces of water a day, you have to drink 121 ounces a day to make up for the fucking coffee, because the coffee is a sheer diuretic.
Yeah.
He says, if you have a 20-ounce bottle of soda, he says, if you have a 20-ounce bottle of soda, now you have to drink 21 ounces of water to make up for the fucking 20 ounces of soda. Come on, Mike. You went back to doing it too. Nope, I didn't. Like I said, I had a Coke. I had a Coke Friday night. A 12-ounce can. But I drank more water than I was supposed to, even with the Coke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made up for the Coke, and then I drank about 35 more ounces of water than I had to.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you something. You find out awfully fast how big your bladder is.
Or how small it is.
Apparently, mine's the size of a fucking pea. There's a hole in my balloon, one or the other, because holy shit. But yeah, so I did it the same day. Oh my fuck. I think that's what did it. I swear to God, that's what fucking made me hurt, because there's no more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Fuck you, Philly. I don't know what you're talking about, kid. What are you talking about, Philly? What Maine run are you talking about? Did I drive to Maine? So I think what Philly's probably. Let me tell you what Philly's probably about to write. So when I started it, where Philly and I used to work, which when the company's no longer in business. But when I started there, Philly, I was gonna go do a long run, and Phil was training me how to do it, where to go and da da da. And so I don't know. Oh, I didn't want to be. I don't know if it was I didn't want to be late. I was in a rush. Whatever the fuck happened. I didn't have my carton of cigarettes with me. I left them on my kitchen table. Anyways, because we were going to Maine and not New Hampshire, it wasn't like I could say to Philly, "Hey, can we pull into my house so I can get my smokes?" Philly, how many did I have? I had 2. I had 2 cigarettes for the whole fucking. Oh man, I'm telling you, I was going fucking nuts. Remember I bummed the smoke off the guy up in fucking, what do you call it? Wasn't there a bet involved? Didn't you bet me like $20? But you're talking about somebody who I would have 2 cigarettes and fucking 12 minutes without
Mhm.
even batting an eyelash, without even knowing that I lit the second one.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just, and you want me to smoke 2 cigarettes a whole day? What do you want? Are you fucking mind? Yeah, I had. That's right. That's right. Because I gave the wife my fucking money. That's right. I had $2 in my name and a $5 scratch ticket, and I was gonna. That's right. I was gonna buy the right. I found that in my car, and I was gonna buy because I gave her the money, and that's right, Phil. I forgot about the scratch ticket, and but I had a scratch ticket in my car, and I was gonna. But what wasn't a scratch ticket in New Hampshire, right? That's why I had to wait. Am I right? And I was going to buy a pack of smokes in New Hampshire because they were cheaper.
Okay.
And so he bet me $20 that I couldn't go the whole day. And then I forget where, but I bummed a smoke off one of our customers. And I said, hey, you got an extra one? You got an extra smoke? And he gave me one. That's right. That's right. At 3:00, we stopped at New Hampshire because I didn't want to stop in Maine. That's right. Black Bear and Saco, Maine. Yep. But yeah, no, that's. Speaking of black bears, they had a bear up north in my camp. My cousin opened the front door of a cottage, and the fucking it was 10 feet on the fucking.
Yikes!
And I'm like, guys, this isn't the first time bears have been through there. So that's how Mikey caught the beanie as a liquor store. No, I was going. I did all right for a little while though, Philly. And then I quit. Remember, I quit, and then the fucking new kid. Were you there when I forced the fucking kid to give me a cigarette?
Not very nice to be around, huh?
No, I suck. I suck when where did Gear go? We just lost Gear. I hope he didn't lose power.
Me too.
I was a Wolverine cage in a fucking truck. But it was hard. But I remember I quit smoking for a cheap fucking Lane smokes. I was a cheap motherfucker. I'm trying to remember what the fuck the kid's name was. I had quit smoking. And I was Bill the vodka guy. No, it wasn't him. It was a kid. We were out at break, and I was in a bad mood, and we were out at 3:00 break, and I was in a bad mood, and I says to the kid, I says, "Give me a smoke," and the kid says, "No, you quit." He says, "Ask them," and they're like, "No, they ain't gonna give me one." And I said, "So that's why I'm asking you." He said, "Well, how do you know I'm gonna give you one?" It's because if you're not gonna punch you in the fucking face. There you go. Philly, what was that kid's name? He was a little kid.
Gear.
Yeah, it was Jared. You're right. It was Jared. He was a kid. He was like 20 years old, 19 years old. And I'm like, if you don't give me a fucking cigarette, I'm just gonna fucking kill you.
What's up, beer?
Yeah. You shaved. It looked nice, Gear. Now you look more like Uncle Fester than I do.
Can't hear you, Gear.
You can't hear. Gear, say something, bro.
Aw. Technical difficulties.
Nope. Your audio's all His audio is messing with him. Yeah, I remember that, Philly. He was the
Blink
fucking.
once for yes and twice for no.
I miss it though. I don't miss that. I miss the runs. I miss going to Bangor. The people up at Bangor. I don't have to tell you. You know them all. All those people at Bangor, they were nice people.
Hey, Mike, I was just going to bring that up about the Bangor area. Is it a heavily wooded area? Or
No, Bangor is a city in Maine that's probably 35,000 people.
Okay.
But around there, so you can go off Interstate 95 and go west when you're in Maine. I mean, you can go east too. You're just gonna hit the ocean. But you can go west as soon as you're 2 to 3 miles off of 95. It feels like you're in the middle of Alaska somewhere because you've already gone through the downtown area of everything, and Philly, what's the next town when you go into
SKS.
Philly, who were the two stops side by side on Route 2? Route 2, was it Route 2? Brad and Ben Company got bought out by another New Jersey. Yeah, I know that. Herman. So there's a town. So Steve, there's a town. It's called Herman, and so it's not really that far from Interstate 95.
Okay.
But as soon as you get like 2-3 miles off the interstate, it's a small town. And then you take a right-hand turn on a dirt road to go to wherever, and you're on a dirt road, and you just think that you know what I mean?
That's cool.
And it is, and that's one of the things I love about it's one of the things I love about that fucking state, because yeah, are there parts of Maine? Yeah, up in the great woods of Maine, yes. They call it the 100-mile wilderness, and then they call it the 100-mile wilderness for a reason, because it's nothing but 100 miles of wilderness. There's no roads. There's no, you know what I mean?
Wow.
They they call it the Allagash Waterway, and it takes forever to get there. If you can deal with bugs and portage, is that how they say it? Then it's a blast to take a canoe. If you don't have an issue with all that shit, but the bugs will carry you away. You need to wear
Don't run you over.
Yeah, at least headgear, yeah, Stenson, yeah. But I had an absolute blast doing it, and the people up there. Who was in Stenson, Philly? That was the family, right? The father, the guy who moved down. He got divorced. He moved down to Kentucky. And by the way, his ex-wife is a fucking doll. Noah's sister.
Trails from lake to lake.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you can. The other thing I love about the state of Maine is that sign services. Thanks, Philly. The other thing I love about Maine is that there's only 16 miles that separate Massachusetts from Maine. Okay. And as soon as you cross the Maine border, you can get on a trail system. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles of trail systems throughout that state. And you can go right to Canada on them. Some of them, yeah, you're crossing a road, or you're on the road for a little while, like especially way up north where there's not a lot of people. You're actually going down a paved road, Speaking of Bird Dog, Eric was the son-in-law. Yeah, he moved down to Kentucky. He was a good guy too. Father and Son Adventures of Iowa. How the hell you been?
Bird Dog's so funny. She's eating potted meat.
Oh, pardon.
Yeah. She's got like she can't hardly do it.
Hey, Mike, in the Midwest here, we're part of the North Country Trail system. There's
Really?
hundreds of miles of that too. I think you can go up through the Upper Peninsula and then down through, Wisconsin and all that there.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I am.
Father and Sons, it's good to see you guys. And Massachusetts does have a lot of land up to around close on, man. Yeah, so it's just a beautiful state, and the people that I got introduced to. So that when I left that company, actually Philly left before I did, but when we left that company, Phil got into a totally different business. I thought I was going to this t-shirt business, which I did. But then all of a sudden, my old boss worked there, but he worked out of the Connecticut branch. So I didn't think I was going to see him. And then something happened up in Mass, and he wound up being my boss all over again. And then so they got back into the sign business, and then I got back into going to Maine again. And I got used to it, and I loved it. I loved it. I got yelled at for leaving in Philly. I got yelled at for leaving in a snowstorm. I asked 4 times, what are we doing with the weather? Well, you're probably going to go up tomorrow, but I don't know yet. And he leaves for the day, doesn't say anything. So I left. I went to fucking Maine. Camping season is officially here, Memorial Day. Who's left in Barica? Barica where? Oh, I know, Philly. But when I was going to Bangor, I didn't care what the weather was. I just wanted Garston. Yeah, no, Garston's all done. They were in Haverhill. No, Garston's all done. No, but I just like to go because it was a night out. And like I said, the people were nice. And you know me, Philly. I love driving. Now I went back to my company where, Grimco. I don't know what they're doing. I went back to the company where I worked back in 2001. That I absolutely, and I told this to people before. This is the only company I ever cried when I got let go, and it's the only company I cried when I got hired back again. But he said to me, he says, "Do you mind driving if I need you to drive?" I said, "No, I'll drive for you." It's not the same though, because I'm just delivering to construction sites, and it's around the general area. I'm not leaving the state. Well, I am. Sometimes I'll go to southern New Hampshire, but I'm not going to Maine and northern New Hampshire like I used to with this other company,
Hey, Ohio. Glad you're back.
Hello, I'm back. I'm just kind of muting because I'm got some background going on here and talking and stuff. So
Okay.
But yeah, no, I loved driving. Yep. I still do. I just have to learn how to stop for people to piss and shit, because I don't stop. So. Remember the first time I went to my sister's and my brother-in-law's. It's like 3 hours, 20 minutes or something from up in Vermont.
That'd be awesome.
And I didn't stop for the kids to go to the bathroom. And my wife said, "Are you stopping anytime soon?" I said, "Yeah, I might need gas. Why? What's the matter?" said, well, the kids might have to go to the bathroom. I said, well, shouldn't they open their mouth? Like, would the ask?
Right.
The plumbing company is super slow. And the building was up for sale. Really? That's fucking awesome. So fucking Cupcake is out of a job again? But yeah, no, it was multi-gunman. How the hell are you?
Hey, Multi.
I don't stop. Do you guys stop like fucking 42 times on a trip? I don't.
Well, sometimes for my mom.
Right, but doesn't she say, honey,
Yes, she does. Yeah.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or I'm thirsty. Can we stop? Right? Okay. What am I, a mind reader? They gotta piss. They're not doing a pee-pee dance. I can't see. I'm driving. I paid the bottle at 45. Oh, did you? Oh, Steve. Hey, Philly. By the way, that guy on fucking on TikTok, the guy we're both sub to from Massachusetts, the fucking trucking guy. God damn, he looks familiar. When I had a dog, I'd stop. Okay, yeah, because you had a dog and you need. I get that, but holy shit. That's why if I go alone, like I said to my wife, she said, "Oh," I said, "I can drive down and see my mother if I wanted to. It's only like 20 hours, 22 hours, whatever it is." I said, "I can do that in a day." And she just looked at me. I said, "You gotta understand something. If I pack a cooler and I have food, I have drinks,
Mm-hmm.
I have an empty Dunkin' Donuts cup this big.
I was waiting for that.
I go, I don't need to stop unless I have to shit. And I'm only going to shit when I have to stop for fucking gas. So, yeah, I'll be there."
Okay, dear.
Yeah, I hear you, Shalisa. Beer notch on the Kangamangas. Remember, Philly? I wouldn't let anybody do fucking Conway. So Conway, New Hampshire is beautiful, especially during autumn, right? For the foliage and all that.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
bet.
it's beautiful. Philly's the only one that I would fucking, because of course he had seniority over me anyways. But if Philly said, "Hey Mikey, I want to do Conway," I would say yes, because first of all I like Philly, and second of all, because if the other guys did though, go fuck yourself. I ain't doing it. But I know, remember? And but so I was in North Conway, New Hampshire every fucking Monday morning. And you know these fucking stupid fucking windmills that they do for the fucking energy people? You know, the fucking the wind turbines. I followed a fucking flatbed trail of wind turbines on a 2-lane road. And when I mean 2-lane road, I mean 1 lane going north and 1 lane coming south. Okay? And they're doing 30 miles an hour and I couldn't fucking pass them because they had like a fucking convoy.
Right.
And I was pissed. Took me about 4.5 hours to get there. I was fucking pissed. Oh, I had to take pictures for my boss. I bet he didn't believe me. I was chain smoking. Then the day they got the call. Philly, how far is it from Woburn to Gemini? What was that, like 115 miles or something? Yeah, I think it's like 115 miles. Anyways, it's almost 2 hours, right? Leave at 5. Yeah, it's almost a 2-hour ride. Anyways, I got stopped up there.
What is now related?
I got stopped up there, Dish, right?
Did you?
Apparently, I didn't have a driver's license in the state of New Hampshire. You ready? In the state of New Hampshire, because in Mass, it came back clean.
Okay.
So they couldn't figure out how the fuck that happened. But he still couldn't let me drive.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I had to call the fucking new boss. We used to call him Hitler because he was about fucking this tall. Oh yeah, and he was a fucking dink. But and once he fucking found out how we run the place, then he kind of lightened up a little bit. But
Okay.
he was timing us and shit on everything, and anyways, he had to come up and get me because they wouldn't let me. Dude, not only did I puke, right? So
The
I'm
good
not-
memories.
dude, no, listen. Here's what happened. God rest his soul. He sent Deuce up there to get me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, get the truck because I went out. I went up going to the hospital. My father-in-law came to get me, and he wound up taking me to the hospital.
Yikes.
Yeah. So I didn't know what the hell hit me, and I pull into the rest stop, and the driver said, "Dude," he says, "I don't know how the fuck you made it in there." He says, "I thought you were gonna fucking swipe one of us," and then because I tried to call my boss and couldn't get him. Then I called the office because this guy Ed was there at like 6:00 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't getting anybody. But apparently I was, because after the fact, they're all like, "Well, yeah, you called, and that's how we knew that there was something wrong, and this, that, and the other thing." But yeah, so wound up. I still don't know what happened to me. They wound up taking me to the hospital. Another coworker, Deuce, who's unfortunately just passed away, but he was a great guy.
Yeah.
But he I don't know who he came up with, but they came up with somebody to grab the truck. But even he said like, apparently I puked all the fucking truck and all.
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess there was a big fucking circle of fucking puke outside the truck. Oh yeah, it was a bad morning.
That sounds like it.
It was a bad morning. Yep. And then I had to go. Remember, he wouldn't let me back Philly, so I took a CT scan to make sure everything was fine. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, but and that was because they came down the Cape to get me then too, because with that new guy, I didn't get arrested, and they didn't tow a truck because the guy came with a stupid smaller tow truck. I didn't have a fucking. I had to renew my license, and fucking they stopped me at the Cape, down to Cape Cod, Mass, and they came down the next morning. I was on a suspended license. The next morning, the very next morning, I drove right back down there, and I saw a magistrate, and I took care of it. She says, "You drove all the way from Drake, Massachusetts." I goes, "Ma'am, I drive for a living.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to take care of it." And she just looked at me. She says, "Okay." But yeah, so they had to come down. That was an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes one way. Yeah, we had some times.
Sounds like it.
We had some times. We had a fucking snowball fight one day, and then I fucking took a snowball, and we threw it. And this guy, Brad, was our immediate supervisor. He was the warehouse manager. And he was walking through the door at the same time the fucking snowball was going over his fucking head and smashed against the fucking wall and covered him in snow. He wasn't pleased about that one. Passed out in a black shot. Actually, fucking Philly has more fucking pictures. Haha, Phil, you can't do picture sharing here. But Philly does have photos. If you were on Facebook,
I believe it.
Jay,
Right?
if you had Facebook, you'd see some photos. So when I first started working at FedEx, and don't forget, I wasn't eating right and not drinking right because I was still drinking fucking Mountain Dew and Pepsi like nobody's business. Tampons, bought, yeah. They covered my car. Well, no, it was my car with the tampons. Yeah, Bobby's old Lincoln. Yeah. And so I wasn't eating right, so I take a nap every day for lunch. I would stop somewhere get lunch if I didn't bring it, and but then for my half hour for lunch I would sleep because I was just like always tired, you know. Especially in the summertime when it's 95 and fuck, you know what I mean. Well, one day I'm at the we used to go to Ryder. You guys must have seen Riders around, Anyways, we had a contract with them for fuel and repairs, and I'm in line waiting to get in, and because certain times of the day it's fucking busy as all fuck. Well, I'm in line waiting for fuel. Well, I took a little siesta, and some asshole who shall be what? How's that old saying go?
Remain nameless.
Rename. Say it again, because that's a tongue twister for me.
Remain nameless.
Remain nameless.
Shall remain nameless.
Took a fucking photo. And I'm like this with the fucking door open. I got my feet on the fucking arm of the arm of the door. So I got the driver's door open, my feet on the arm of the door, and I'm like this. Out like a light. Out like a light. So then one of the rider guys said something to Philly or Cupcake or whoever, and he went back and said something to my boss. My boss was like, "You're sleeping at the island?" I goes, "Dude, I work 2 jobs." I said, I get tired. I goes, "What do you care?" I says, "I'm not sleeping on you, You know what I mean?
Right.
Duncan's on Michelin. Yeah. But I came there the furthest, and we had a kid when I first started. Like I was there like a month. Who's the kid Philly that down East Barber? Right, how the fuck you been, my brother? Good to see you, sir. What the fuck was I talking about you? I was talking to Ed about you.
Good old Ed.
So this guy, he's causing sick. Can't get into work. Philly, didn't he have a 4-wheel drive truck? 2 inches of snow, can't make it to work. FedEx, Mountain Dew, tampons, the life and times of Mike DeLucia. The East Coast search and rescue legend. Message stitched to copy and paste. Listen. Just back from Montreal. Nice. Excellent. I don't know, Philly. I think he lived in Medford or fucking Winchester or something. He's calling sick all the time. Anyways. It's the idiot that fucking went to fucking Wolfboro via fucking Route 28 from Reading Square all the way to Wolfboro. Took him fucking 5 hours to get there. Montreal. I haven't been to Montreal. I was on St. Catherine Street back in 1987. What a time that was. Wow. Yeah, Steve. No, Ed. Not Ed. The Ed I was talking about, Philly, is Ed from here, from YouTube. My buddy Ed, working class woodsman. Who I'd like to go fishing with again at some point.
Yeah.
So I can call Dish and say, "Hey, Dish."
Yeah, look at the fish I caught.
Are we still on tomorrow, Dish, for fishing?
Yep.
Okay. So that's we're going to Lake St. Clair. Is that where we're going?
Yep, Lake Sinclair.
Okay.
So I ain't even really good lakes in Michigan to go fishing. Anyways, you can't eat the fish. Anyways, can't eat the fish. Can't drink the water in fucking Michigan. It's so fucking dirty. It's like being in it's like being in fucking Ohio or something.
He gets so fucking. You just can't stand it, can he? If you'd see our Mike, if you were able to see our private chat stuff, you'd be so pissed.
Yeah.
No, because you'd be so in the hospital.
Stay away from Twitter.
Listen, I got fucking Paulie over here. Paulie will take care of my small shit for me.
Used to be.
Rocker.
Hey, I kind of got some good news.
Let's hear it.
Shoot.
I have a channel sponsor and a partner.
Really?
Oh, see, Mr. $1 million fucking views is gonna fucking go big time on us now.
Mhm.
Well, it's a friend, but
Oh, flower.
they have a me and the wife have been like testing for them for the past like year and giving them, input and information on some of their products. And they launched last week on the internet, their company. It's called Compass Soap Company. They do all natural soaps, and they have beard oil and beard balm and stuff like that. And if you type in Compass Soap Company, it's like the first thing that comes up.
They're not like green blocks of soap and blue blocks of soap and fucking.
Different type. There's like swirls, like blocks of soap, but they have like swirls in it and stuff.
Did he just put anything on TikTok like in the last 2 days?
I don't know.
Because I could have sworn that I seen something on TikTok that said it was all natural soap. There was like, it was blocks. There was square blocks. They're not round like
Right.
not like Irish Spring deodorant and soap.
These are kind of like broken off blocks.
And some of them had like, I don't know, purple swirls in there, like little fucking, squiggly lines.
Maybe I don't know if they have a ad campaign or anything like that on TikTok or anything like that, but
Irish Spring deodorant and soap.
They have the fragrance I like the best is it's called 41 Degrees North. And
does that remind you of Timberline North? Is that why?
Well, no.
Makes you smell like a lumberjack.
Makes me smell like a lumber snack.
Right.
But so I kind of I stand behind their product. It's good stuff. They even gave me a promo code to use for, if you want to order, you get 15% off using promo code Steve2024.
Nice.
Cool.
So I'm getting ready to do a video sometime this week on that.
See, now people are gonna know your real name.
A lot of people already know my real name. I mean,
Yeah, but we've been calling you Ohio so long now. You're just fucking
right.
Ohio.
Right, exactly. But
my wife says, you don't really think that's his real name, do you? I says, you think? Do you think I might know his fucking real name? Fucking dumbass. It's like talking to Michelle all over again.
But so I got that going on, and then another company, Warriorland, contacted me. I'm going to be doing some reviews on their stuff. They sent me a pretty cool weapons light with a holster.
Nice.
And I just have to wait on the gun that fits that holster to come in. I'm waiting for that. Going to the evil side. I'm going to the dark side, people. I'm getting a Glock.
I was gonna say buying a Glock, huh?
Uh-oh.
So that's good. So you went to Target. Jay Watt, listen, I know there's no more about fishing, but you know what? Fishing makes me happy and it takes all my shit out of my head that I don't have to deal with. You know what I mean, kid? And because I have to empty shit, and that's how I empty shit. Because I'm not gonna go pay fucking some broad $200 an hour to fucking have me lay on the couch, and she's not even gonna fucking give me a massage and suck my dick. So, you know what I'm saying? If I'm paying you $200 an hour, I gotta lay on your couch. You better be sucking my dick.
Whatever will calm you down.
Yeah, either way. So
Or at
fishing,
least, or at least painting my house.
fishing, fishing, and sitting in the woods, man. Hunting. Yeah, I fished Silver Lake last year. I caught some nice bass. Caught some nice bass out of there. Caught a pickerel. That pickerel fight was nice because it was Dish was a nice sized pickerel.
Cool.
I got excited for a millisecond. I thought I was going to be a fucking pike. Then I remembered there ain't no pike in that fucking pond. And but because it was so big, and I just had to wait to see his fucking head. As soon as I saw his head, I knew it wasn't a pike. You know. But
I got a question, Mikey.
I don't know how to work on my negotiating skills. Here's my hang on one sec, Ohio. Jay Watt, here's my negotiating skills. You ready? No, fuck you. This is the way it's gonna go. That's how I negotiate. Isn't that right, Dish?
That's right.
I'm a Richard. Just don't call me Dick for short. What's up, Ohio?
Just call him Chard.
If I catch fish in the Cuyahoga River, does that count?
If you catch fish in a river,
Yeah.
it always counts in a river.
Okay.
You just can't fish on a private farm lake, a private farm pond that's like fucking 9 acres. 8, you know what I mean? That's not what Mrs. Mikey says. Yeah, no shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that pond I have in New Hampshire that I showed you when I caught that other fish, and you were like, excuse me, that looks like a private pond. Remember?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. It was a private pond. It wouldn't have counted.
Okay. Just want to make sure before I go fishing this spring or this summer.
You know?
So I got to make sure I catch one out of my mom's pond, drive it over to the
Push
river and take a picture of it and then take it back.
Push it on. They'll be dead by then. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this holds true. I have to look it up. But it's the third time I've heard it now. That crappie don't have the thing that mercury doesn't bother crappie.
I don't know. All I know is when the cottonwood is flying, the crappie are biting.
Third person to tell me this. And by the way, all these 3 people, different states.
Oh, okay.
Different states.
Did you Google it?
And not even close to each other either. There's one in Maine, one in Georgia, and one in one of the Carolinas.
So you're talking crappie's not affected by mercury in its system,
Correct.
like other fish are.
Correct.
Did you Google that or anything?
I did not. I have not. I was going to go on the Fish and Game Wildlife site, but here's the problem with doing that. Sometimes they'll lie to you because they don't want you to. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Mm. I've never heard that, so I don't know. I can't really comment on it.
So here's what I do. The lakes and ponds that and rivers I'm gonna be fishing out of, they have an official thing for each state on what rivers, ponds, and everything else you can that you can eat fish out of, and the ones I eat out of say that I'm as a male, and I'm not being sexist, I'm just being truthful and honest. They say women that can still bear children, so young women, and um, shouldn't eat the fish at all out of a pond or a river because of the mercury. Not even like an ounce a month or anything like that. They say certain lakes they don't even want them fucking touching it. But the guys can. The guys can eat 3-4 ounces, 5 ounces of fish every 2 weeks or something, and that your body will naturally get rid of it, so it doesn't hurt your body. Now, why does it hurt a woman's body, not a guy's body? Don't ask me. I ain't a fucking scientist. But
So if I eat a big fat salmon patty, a salmon steak, does that count? Is that the whole total?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say you're fine because I have yet to hear that Alaska has a mercury issue.
That's not true, Mikey, with the mercury for crappie.
It's not true.
Not true. In fact, high levels of mercury are found in black crappie.
Really?
Well,
Because it's what they eat. They eat other fish. You know what I mean?
Did dish say bull crappie?
Because I eat them. When I eat them when I catch them.
Yeah, they prey on similar game fish, so therefore they're ingesting it and they've got it too.
They eat. Wait a minute, crappie eat game fish? Yeah,
I know they eat minnows.
No, yeah, baby minnows they'll eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, what's a baby?
A baby bass. Yeah.
Baby bass, yeah.
Right, J. Watt. Stay away from the tilapia.
And if you watch, what's his name's brother, Blue Gabe, he eats tilapia all the time.
Damn, I just found out that bluefin tuna and orange roughy are some of the highest in mercury.
Yeah. I still eat it though. I don't let the girls eat. Like if I catch it out of a pond or lake, I don't let the girls eat it. Unless I catch a trout, a stock trout, then I'll let them eat it. Because
white bass and smallmouth bass have some of the lowest levels of mercury.
Yeah.
Oh, white crappie. So white crappie, maybe that's what you heard, Mike.
I don't even think I've ever seen a white crappie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that the same as a white perch?
No.
I don't think I've ever seen a white crappie. Oh, scratch that. Yes, I have. Sorry. I have. Down in the dock, my buddy upstairs, Sean, caught one. He didn't know what it was. I'm like, oh, that's a white crappie, which I didn't think would live in this river. And then like the next day was when I caught the fucking dish. What was that? One was 14 and a half, one was 15-inch fucking crappie.
Nice.
I ate them both. And that's when Stump told me I should just eat the fucking 10 inches. I said, and I tried to explain to Stump that up here fishing, where I fish on that river.
Yeah.
Remember I said to you, Dish, I couldn't understand why I didn't have school or something. And because I watch all these guys fishing and they're always catching fucking buckets and buckets and buckets of fucking
right, yeah,
crappie, And here I am catching them one at a time. Not like, one at a time, filling my bucket. Just
no, I know what you mean.
One a day, I should say. White perch is stripper night. Right, Mikey? Good point.
Stripper night. Striper, right?
Good point, Philly. All right, Dish, you want to mind the store so I can get the water?
Sure.
I'll be back.
Alrighty.
I just seen a story where a General Hospital, the soap opera, you familiar with
Mhm.
them?
Yep.
One of their actors was just shot and killed when he confronted some 3 men that were stealing his catalytic converter off his car.
Oh no.
Now
That's not
now the damn meth heads are carrying guns too.
right.
They couldn't keep it long enough. They'd be needing a hit.
Hmm.
It sure
Wow.
does seem like a lot of work to be something for free. You know, in the end, they think they're getting it for free. All that goddamn work they got to do to take the damn catalytic converter off.
Well, shit, dude, I'm telling you, they can get them in about 30 seconds at the max.
Wow.
If they have a sawzall, what they're doing it by us is they'll find like SUVs and stuff that sit up a little bit higher that they can fit under. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they can just slide under there real quick, and they'll have a sawzall, and they'll just run right through one side, run right through the other side, and take it and gone. And it's like 30 seconds, and they're gone. We have so many of them on like surveillance camera and stuff like that. You can see them in it's no time. So, but this happened in Los Angeles. Go figure. In California, they got some pretty harsh gun laws, don't they?
I'm not sure.
Only
Doesn't matter
bad guys
anything.
have guns out there.
Yeah, California is one of the strictest states for guns. So it's amazing that a criminal had a gun in order to kill someone that was just trying to protect their property.
Right.
Yeah, if you defend yourself with a firearm, then you kill somebody, then it doesn't matter if you got everything legal or not, you're still going to get hassled for it.
Oh yeah, you better if you conceal carry, or if you carry, or even if you have a home defense gun, you can almost guarantee you're going to get arrested. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when that happens, if you use your weapon in self defense, rarely do you not get arrested. So, and that opens up another can of worms, because I've been seeing a lot of videos and reading articles about like these. You see them in the commercials when you watch YouTube videos, the USCCA and all this stuff, and insurance and lawyers on retainer and all this stuff to help protect you if you ever are in the situation where you have to, use a firearm. But then it's an insurance company that has stipulations that says, oh, we're not going to defend somebody if they're arrested and charged. So what's the point of having that stuff? You know what I mean? What's the point of
Right.
having that if they can just decide that they're not going to, honor it if you get charged with a crime? Well, shit, you're about to get charged with a crime anytime you use a gun,
Because it's a racket. That's what insurance is.
Yeah. And it's like, and it's one of those things that it's kind of, you're vulnerable, because you're like, damn, that's a good idea to have that insurance just in case, I have to use my gun, and you might need a lawyer to get out of jail, or if I get sued or something, I'll have, them to kind of back me up. But then they have stipulations in the contract in the small print saying if you're charged with something, they don't have to defend you, and they can reject your claim and all this other stuff. So, but if you don't have anything and you go in blind,
Ohio. I think you missed it when I was telling everybody about my wet tile saw I got. I'm cutting some crystal.
Huh.
So you can use it for like flint and steel type fires. So I went crazy cutting all kinds of stones with it.
Really?
My daughter's upstairs with her boyfriend watching the fucking one of the Ohio. There's a couple of those different documentaries on the Boston bombings.
Oh yeah.
Because the one they're watching has what's his name as the boxer, and I didn't see that. The one I watched didn't have him boxing. So I told her it's not something you want to watch. I said, you're going to see shit you're going to see as a nurse, but you really want to wait. You want to see that as a nurse, or you want to see it now? She says, Daddy, what do you mean? I says,
Yeah.
It's not something for the faint at heart.
I seen Shalisa had a little short or video or whatever, might be on Facebook or something. I'm not sure. Can't remember where I seen it. With the knots, your pine knots.
Yeah.
That was a nice little stack you had there.
Yeah, they're all perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, my nuts, my pine nuts are freaking perfect.
All the same size,
All the way where they're supposed to be.
higher or lower.
Gravity hasn't taken over yet. It's awesome. I don't sit on it when I'm taking a shit.
That's good. They don't touch the water.
No, the helmet touches the water when I take a piss, though. God
Right,
damn it.
yeah.
The fucking water's cold and deep. Let me tell you. I'm in the men's room one day, right? And I'm in the men's room one day, and I says, Jesus. And the guy says, what are you doing, pass the kidney stone? I says, no. I says, the fucking water's cold and deep. Jesus Christ. He goes, I'm glad I'm fucking taking a piss. He says, because he says, I'd have pissed my pants if I was anywhere else. He says, what is wrong with you, dude? I goes, nothing. I thought it was funny. Did you notice, first of all, Ohio, not to cut you off, did you notice the name of the fucking title of the fucking chat, Ohio?
No, I did not.
Well, why don't you go on YouTube side and look at it?
Hang on, I gotta pull up my phone.
Dish, you like that fucking thing I made too? It said I can put photos of the people on here in there.
Really?
I gotta learn how to do it. I got to ask Shalisa. Someday Shalisa and I have that private chat. No worries, Stevie. I'll have clothes on. But
oh wow, dude, Sunday night shenanigans.
Yeah, but you see that? I made that. No, I'm not even joking. It has this new thing now. I went to upload a what do you call it? It said, and I went, oh, upload. Then I went and I went, oh, what the fuck is this? I said, this is cool. And if I had the time, I could have put all our pictures like in the corners of that and everything.
Cool.
So, and if I had the time, so I gotta ask Miss Shalisa how she does it.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The thumbnail or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. It didn't have a thumbnail because you're live. So when I hit it,
all right,
you see it live going on.
I got you.
Oh, wait. This you talking about the blue?
Yeah, the blue.
The blue. Okay, the blue with the white lettering and stuff. Okay, yeah.
Wow, it's not changing the colors. How come?
Why would you want your lemonade to change colors?
It changes on its own because it was going like to a different color earlier. And I'm like, maybe because of the sunlight.
Maybe it's like a mood ring.
Maybe it's split
right?
water.
Protected Springs. The source of this water is from Protected Springs in Peterborough, New Hampshire. Nice little town, by the way. Anybody remember Peterborough, New Hampshire? Anybody from what famous show on TV? Anyone? Bueller?
Hang on.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No. Red Hook, New York. Plimpton, Mass. Summers, Connecticut.
It wasn't Newhart, was it?
No. Is Kitty still here? Vanessa still here? Vanessa, where's Summers, Connecticut? If you're still here, or Philly, you still here? Where is Summers, Connecticut? SOMERS. So, anyways, Peterborough, New Hampshire. Anybody ever watch fucking The Sopranos?
You know, I never did. I heard so much about how good of a show it was, but
None of you guys watched the fucking the dishes shaking their head.
No,
Jaleesa, did you ever see The Sopranos?
The Sopranos. When the Sopranos were on, they were on HBO.
How the fuck?
And at the time that they were on, I was hella poor, so I didn't have cable, let alone paying extra for HBO. So no, I haven't.
Dude, I was on fucking what? I still had HBO.
Thing after was The Godfather. I think I had my fill after that.
All right. Never mind. It's not going to make how you just killed my fucking story.
Right. Sorry to kill the story. Nobody hears. But, you know, Godfather, you mentioned Godfather, but Casino was good and Goodfellas. Goodfellas was a good one.
Nobody's ever seen The Sopranos. Oh, my good Christ almighty. $73 miles away. Summers, Connecticut. Yeah, but where is it, Philly? Deadwood. I love Deadwood. That was a great one. SKS, did you see the last one? When they were all older, like Swearinger was older, and he wound up dying with the whore at his side.
Just finished watching Dead Zone before joining you guys.
And do you know that in that show Deadwood, there's only 3 characters out of that fucking show. Anybody watch Deadwood here other than SKS?
I'm trying to figure out, was like the first season, did it have like Wyatt Earp in it and stuff? Or not Wyatt Earp, but
it had yes. That's where he died. That's where he's dead.
No, it had
Wild Bill Hickok.
Yeah, Bill Hickok. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I think I watched the first season of that.
Wild Bill Hickok is buried in Deadwood fucking, was it North Dakota or South Dakota?
One of the South Dakota, wasn't it?
Okay. Now, here's the thing. There's only 3 people from that TV series that were actual people in real life. That would be Wild Bill Hickok. That would be Calamity Jane, who was buried beside Wild Bill Hickok. And that would be the sheriff. What is his fucking last name? I think it begins with a B. Thompsonville. Yeah, I know what Thompsonville is. SKS, who was the sheriff? What was the sheriff's name? Anyways, he was buried there. So yeah, there's only 3 of them. Because a lot of people are trying to say that Swearingen was a real person. He wasn't. He's in the books as Swearingen. That's why they put him as Swearingen in the fucking show. But he's not. It's not a real character. So, actually, not there is. Jay Watt. Here's what they did. Jay Watt. They moved the actual grave site. They moved where he was buried originally. Where they originally buried him up in the hill.
Sure.
It's still a hill. It's just that they moved it. And if you ever Google it or look up videos on YouTube about where him, the sheriff, and Calamity Jane are buried, it's a fucking hike, and you might want to use an electric bike to get there because the fucking thing is like this. But they exhumed him and brought and put him where he's lying today. They do have a house, though. They were doing construction. They were doing somebody's like an addition or whatever, and they came across bones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they had to, move all them out of there. And yeah. No, the only reason I wasn't there either, bro. But what I'm trying to say is I saw this documentary on it. As that was actually on YouTube. This guy that does traveling, he traveled through there, and he put out a beautiful video on it. And he interviewed, he went to the thing and interviewed people and all that bullshit. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Like there's a bar that says this is the actual bar that Wild Bill Hickok was shot. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't the actual bar burned down. The actual bar burned down in like 1890 something or 80 something or whatever. They do, however, have the original chair that he was sitting in.
That's interesting. When we were in Arizona, we stopped
I'm sorry.
We stopped at a saloon that was called Empty Pockets Saloon.
Empty Pockets.
And it was an original saloon from back in the day. Still had like the swinging doors and like had bullet holes in the walls and the
oh really?
Like the bar, you know how the back of the bar is really nice, like engraved wood and everything.
Yeah.
Like that was really classy looking. There's like bullet holes in that and shit. But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was all, it was like original, 1800s saloon. But it's kind of, I won't say it's like touristy, but
Can I feel it?
They have all the history markers there and everything, so they
Right.
it's kind of a touristy thing. But you go in and they sell hats and shirts and all the touristy shit. But it's still pretty cool saloon.
Did it still smell like smoke and cigars?
I didn't really notice that. I know it's actually, I remember it smelling kind of musty. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just want to read this unabridged diary. You mean dishes?
Yeah. I think so.
It did have one of those pianos that play by itself, though. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, those are cool.
My aunt had one of those. And she actually had these little rolls you put in and change it.
Yep.
Yep. Much better, J1. Much better. But yeah, but you're right though on that, Jay, because J1 mentioned you want to go down a rabbit hole. Get down and look up Billy the Kid. Holy shit, is that a rabbit hole?
So many videos. Oh, so much stuff, information.
So much, yeah, and there's so many different information on him too. It make your head spin.
I always like when you find out like Hollywood versions of stuff, like somebody killed all these people and they were one of the meanest cowboys ever, blah blah blah, and then based on true stories and everything, and then you find out that dude rode with like a gang of guys, and then he might have killed one person in his life and he's got credit for killing 20 men or something, but it was some other guy in the gang that's not even has a name that anyone would recognize, and he's the one that actually did all the killing.
Right. Well, it's like Deadwood. They used to fucking feed these to the pigs instead of taking them to the train station like they do on fucking Yellowstone. fucking Sponger used to just say, "Go see the chink, take him to the fucking pig." You know, they'd kill a body and just feed him to the pigs. I'm like, oh, that's gross. And then the next thing you see is people eating fucking bacon. I'm like, oh, that's just fucking rancid. Ah.
Do you guys remember? It was like on TV. It was a commercial for, I don't know if it was Time Life Books or Time Life something, and it was about Western gunslingers and all this stuff. And they always talked about Judge Roy Bean once hung a man for snoring.
Yeah.
You remember that? I don't know what the hell they were selling.
I think my old man had that set. It was all about the Wild West,
Yeah.
leather bound.
Yep. That's probably what it was. Time Life Books or something was. But I remember the commercial. Just they talked about Billy the Kid and everything. But I just always remembered them saying Judge Roy Bean once hung a man for snoring.
Makes for a good story.
Has anybody seen Longmire?
No, I was going to get into that, though, because I like Westerns.
It's a modern
on
day.
Netflix. Yeah, it's like 7 seasons to it or something.
Yeah, it's a real good show, man. It's like based out in like South Dakota or Wyoming or someplace way out there. But then, I'm watching it and I'm like, God damn, this little small county where he's a sheriff of, there sure are a lot of murders in this fucking county.
This house loves spaghetti westerns.
Oh yeah.
I like the old Clint Eastwoods. I think my favorite Western. Oh man, it's a toss up because I really like Tombstone,
96. Good, I'm sorry.
But Outlaw Josie Wales is probably my favorite.
Is that when he spits on the fucking dog's face?
Yeah. Yep.
Poor fucking dog. What's the dog do to him? Uh-oh. Where's my fucking face? Uh-oh. We got a problem, folks.
I watched the Unforgiven the other night. That's the first time I've seen it in a long time. I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
Clint Eastwood has done a lot of historically based movies for a long time.
Yeah, what's he like? Fucking 95 now?
I think he's 94 or 90. I think so.
I like Sergio Leone spaghetti with.
I'm sorry, I was yawning and my ears were plugged. What did you just say?
Is that how it's pronounced, Sergio Leone?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're gonna get out of here in a couple minutes anyway. Because
Okay.
I have to go suck on a nicotine pill, and I thought I had it in my pocket, but I don't.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That's awesome.
Sorry, Mike. I shouldn't have done that.
Done what?
Lit up a cigarette. In front of you.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that bullshit. I have the guys at work that smoke, and my neighbor out here that smokes. Every time if I'm out there and she's out there smoking, I'll yell right over, "Hey, you smoke?" She's like, "Yep." I walk over, blow it, and I'm like, "Oh, thank you." I said, "Because now it's like the smell of gas. It's like the smell of gas when I was a kid. I love the smell of gas. I love the smell of fucking, the pledge. Clean off your fucking wood and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the smell of fucking pledge too. I don't huff it, but I'm just saying that, it's just
You know what I like to smell.
it's just weird,
I love the smell of cocaine. I don't know why.
Just let you know, cocaine doesn't have a smell.
I got glasses.
I know they're nice. I noticed that in your last video.
Now, when I don't have them on, I got tired-looking eyes. I want to throw them in the trash.
And hide your tired eyes.
Is that your first pair of glasses?
Yeah.
How long have you been blind and didn't know it?
Who knows? prettier now, even the cat.
Even it amazing, like when you get your first pair of glasses and you realize, my God, how long have I been?
Yeah.
I've been
Oh,
putting
wow, I've been
off getting
blind.
glasses for a long time. Ask him. I keep saying I gotta get some glasses. I don't get
Well,
it.
I gotta go find out what's going on with me because all of a sudden, things that are like 15 feet away, I'm doing one of these.
Oh yeah.
Outlaw Josie Wills is good. I also like Jeremiah Johnson. Great, Jeremiah Johnson's the boss.
I love that too.
Yep. The book is based on the book Crow Killer, and it is about living, eating Johnson. Yeah, no.
Pack of posies drove the Alabama.
Jeremiah Johnson made his way into the mountains.
That was Robert Redford, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I like Lonesome Dove.
Yep.
Lonesome Dove. I remember that.
Sunday
Well,
nights.
wasn't that like a movie that turned into a TV show?
I don't know. It had the lady in it. What was her name?
Diane Lane or something like that, or Ladd or something like that.
I remember there was a TV show called Lonesome Dove, and I thought it was like.
I think you're right. I think it was when they were younger. The two guys, the main guys. I think it was when they were younger.
Yeah.
Well,
My mom used to watch that damn
P.I.
Medicine Woman. What was the Medicine?
Oh my God, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Yeah,
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Yeah.
still on.
Sully.
Yes, Sully.
Sully.
We're supposed to think that she had never had sex before him.
You got some Indian remedy for pregnancy.
Yep.
That DJ and the Bear, that's the truck driver had a
You said
tip for
DJ after we
Go
talk
fine.
about Sully.
Yeah.
That's how they got away with it. Oral sex only. Sorry. I've been to the Ponderosa Ranch,
Have you?
the actual house. Yeah.
Cool.
Outside of Big Tahoe. They closed it in 2004. I was out there in 2005. I missed it.
Oh no.
I seen them auction some stuff off. Someone had some pot-bellied stove auction from Incline Village when they closed. They showed up on Stars.
Will Monkey fall out of the gaming chair? Why would I fall? No, the fucking what do you call it? Move. Come here. The armrest move. See.
Oh yeah.
So no, I can't fall out of this box. But it is late, and I do have to go outside to my car to get my thing.
Alrighty, Mikey.
So we're gonna get out of here. Listen, enjoy your Memorial Days. I hope Gear gets everything's all set with Gear and Gunpowder Beauty. Hopefully they don't have. Hopefully the storms are past them by now. You know, and they don't have to worry about those. But listen, folks, we're gonna get out of here. You guys, thanks a million for coming in. Much appreciated. It's been a while, and I don't really like to wait that long to have a chat. But
nice to see you guys are still up and around and live.
yeah, I figure
Yeah, I
with
missed you
tomorrow.
guys.
I figure with tomorrow being off tomorrow, I said I'll do one tonight. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna leave right from here. So I will see everybody hopefully Friday night, if not Saturday night. But I'll see you next week, and that I can assure you.
Cool.
All right.
Nice.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. Peace.
Everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Dish.
Bye guys.